Yo, play another 1-2 session. I get a ton of premium hands and they do not go well, or they do. I don't know. You have to watch and find out.
Let's play some cards.
Let's go.
Before heading over to TCH for the session today, I made it over to a Texas rodeo with some of my fraternity brothers. Maybe get the Cowboys a few times tonight for some run good. Let's get right into the action.
Welcome to the session where I only get premium hands. Kind of crazy. All right, I got pocket queens to start off on the button with $330 in my stack. There's an early position limp. I raise it up to $15. The big blind and our early position player calls, going 3 ways to the flop, which comes 8, jack, 4, 2 clubs. When it checks to me, I bet $40. The big blind folds, the early position makes the call. She's very active at this table. The turn is the ace of hearts. Early position checks. I decided to check this one now that I only have second pair. The river is the 4 of spades. She checks it one more time. I don't think she'll be calling me with the ace on the board, so I just check it back, show my queens, and we are good. Because we bet big on the flop, we got a little more value.
First hand for me, we got King Queen offsuit on the button. We see an under the gun straddle. It's not just any under the gun. It's Jake Walker, an absolute beast, man, the myth, the legend, fan of the channel, and an absolute homie. We see 2 limps. A limp will not do. I make it $25. The big blind calls, and the second limper goes for the limp re-raise to $125. We know what a limp re-raise means. It means you've got a pretty good hand most of the time. We like King Queen, we like the button, but we don't like it that much. I make the fold. He tells me good hand and that he had Ace King suited. We flow right into the next hand, which is a bomb pot. Yes, I play bomb pots sometimes. And in this hand, we have Jack Deuce offsuit and somehow managed to chop the bomb pot when we flop top pair on both boards. Not bad, eh?
Always love seeing Rosie mix it up in them bomb pots. Next hand for me, we're in the cutoff with the pocket sixes, the devils. There's a $5 straddle on and the hijack limps. I decide my hand's good enough to limp as well. I limp $5 and the button makes a massive raise to $15. Folds around to the hijack, he calls, and I make the call as well off to a flop 3 ways. It comes 2, 4, 5 rainbow. We flop and overpair. I'm feeling pretty good about it. We've also got that gut shot straight draw. The hijack now donk leads for $30 here. Kind of an interesting spot, but I'm definitely not folding. I make the call to assess a turn and the button gets out of the way. Now we're in position. Comes the jack of diamonds and he doesn't stop betting here. He feels confident. He bets $75. I'm not feeling too confident anymore. I think I'm gonna have to let this one go. I make the fold, hoping it was the right play. I'm not exactly sure what he would be donk leading out on a rainbow low card board.
For my next hand, I look down at Ace King offsuit in the hijack. There's an early position limp, a raise to $12 in middle position, a low jack call, and I re-raise it up to $50 here. And now the under the gun, she is a very active player at this table. She makes the call, and strangely enough, the other 2 players fold. Heads up to a flop, which comes 3, 2, 4. She checks it over to me. I think a small C bet here definitely is good. I check this time. The turn comes the 9 of spades. I'm not going to be bluffing against the calling station. I check it back. The river is the 5 of hearts. We have a straight now, ladies and gentlemen. She checks to me. I bet tiny, $35, trying to get some value. She makes the call, and we're not winning, actually. She's got Ace Queen offsuit, and we chop this one up against the worst hand.
Everyone loves a chop pot except me and hopefully you guys. Chop pots suck, but you know, what are you going to do, Frank? In this hand, we got Jack 10 of clubs in the hijack. There's a limp. I make it $15. We see a lady call on the button and the limper call, meaning we're going 3 ways in the middle of a sandwich to a flop of 5, 8, 9, 2 hearts, and a diamond, meaning we've got an open-ended straight draw and 2 overs. Pretty awesome. Checks to me. I see bet for $30 and only the lady calls. Important factoid here, guys. She's only got $56 behind. So when the turn is the 10 of diamonds, the second diamond on board, giving us top pair, I think we got one move only. I rip it all in, and she calls. We're off to a river. I think we want a safe one, and if we do, we get it in the deuce of clubs. She shows queen 9 off, which means we're good, but the dealer doesn't think so and mucks my hand on accident. We stop him, and we are able to reclaim the pot, rightfully so, and we take this one down.
Wow, that was ruthless. Even busting our good friend Carol. How dare you? We got pocket deuces in the hijack. There's a $5 straddle on. I decided to open this one up to $15. The cutoff calls, the big blind, and the under the gun straddle. I'll make the call off to flop 4 ways. And I see a deuce in the window. It's deuce 10. Deuce, we flop quads. Doesn't happen too often, but it is a great feeling when it does. I checked this one back, hoping that other people improve. The turn brings the 6 of hearts. There are 2 diamonds, a spade, and a heart out there. Not much going on. Under the gun, though, takes the betting lead. He bets $30. I'm loving it. I decide to continue setting the trap and only make the call. Everyone else folds. The river brings the queen of diamonds. I'm praying he has 2 diamonds in his hand, or pocket 10s, pocket 6s. Have something good here. He bets $75, so I'm thinking that's the case. I've only got 220 left in my stack. I can't just min raise here. I'm going for it. I rip it all in for $220. He thinks about it for a while, tells me nice hand, and folds his cards, returns them back to the dealer. Unfortunate sight, crushes my heart, but who doesn't love getting paid a little bit with quads?
Still at $450 in the stack, this time in the small blind with pocket kings. It does not stop. Not now, not never. The premiums are coming. LoJack limps. Hijack limps. I bump it up to $20. The LoJack makes the call. She's been all in my hands before. Hijack now jams all in for $86. I think he's targeting this aggressive calling station to his right. I want to make sure she feels included, so I just make the call. After calling $20, she folds for $86. We're going heads up, running it once, all in for about $160 pot. 5 cards on the way. 8-6 ace, not good. Turn is another ace, good. River is a 2. What does he have? He shows me pocket 8s. That's a winner. He's got a full house. Unfortunate. Off to the next one.
New mission, Avenge Frankie. What a better hand than ace 10 of spades, a pretty one to do it with. We're in the small blind. There's 3 limps, and Jake, the homie, makes it $15. I had noticed earlier in the session, he made it $25 pre-flop when he had pocket aces, so perhaps there is a sizing tell to be seen here now that he's only gone 15. That, combined with the fact that we're in the small blind, I think this is a great spot to 3-bet, and I make it $50. Folds all the way back to him, and he rips it all in, but only for 90. I did not realize he only had 90 to start the hand. Maybe that would have changed my play, but at this point, we got a call. Let's do it. Let's gamble. He's got king-queen offsuit, and we're going to run this thing twice. Let's see what happens. When you're wearing that beautiful purple next-gen poker hoodie, you hit your boards. Jake scoops me, takes it down, doubles up through me. Good hand, man. It's on to the next one.
Okay, we look down at ace queen, the very bottom of my premium range. I make it $12 to go under the gun. The cutoff now 3-bets me to $30, and he immediately starts talking to me. He was a friend of the channel. He basically says, I'm gonna rip it all in on every single flop, so you might as well put it all in right now. I'm not comfortable putting ace queen all in until he shows me a 10. So now he either has ace 10, pocket 10s, or I have him beat. So we're making the call. I call. He does have pocket 10s, so it is a coin flip. That means it's 50-50 to win. The flop comes 10 jack jack. It is no longer a coin flip. Turn is a queen. It doesn't matter. We are dead. He's got a full house.
Ouch, Frankie. Gotta hit your flips. Rosie played a bomb pot earlier. Now it's my turn. $5 bomb pot. We look down at queen 9 offsuit in the small blind. The flops come ace 10 9 and queen 2 10. We've got a pair on both boards. Being out of position to everyone, and everyone is in this hand, I decide to check this, and it checks all the way around, getting to see 2 free turn cards, which are pretty nice. Both queens, queen of diamonds, queen of hearts. Now we got 2 pair on one board and trips on the other. I'm feeling good, but I don't want anyone to fold, so I bet small here for $15. Unfortunately, 7 of the 9 people fold, and only middle position makes the call. The river's dead off in the 4 of clubs and 5 of hearts. I go for a pot-sized bet here and bet $85, hoping he's got something like a weak ace or maybe 2 pair of his own. He thinks about it and makes a call, says a queen is good. I've got even better than a queen. I flip it over and we scoop in this nice little pot our way.
We have 2 more hands to try to make this all back. I've got about $350 in my stack. We've seen under the gun bet to $10, another early position call, a cutoff call, a button call, and we have the Kings, Mr. Cowboys. I go $60. It's not looking good. Everyone fold, but the button says he'll give us action. He makes the call. You guys know how good we're running. The flop comes ace 10 2. Yikes, this session. This board does favor my range. Let's not panic here with pocket kings. We obviously don't like the board. Continue betting here for $50. And the button folds. Phew, about $100 profit. We need one more big hand to get us in the black.
Nice hand, Frankie. Hopefully we can get you back into the black this session. I know it's been a tough one for you. We looked down at ace-9 offsuit on the button for our next hand. The cutoff decides to open this one up to $10 when it folds to him. Think my hand's good enough to come along in position. I make the call, and the small blind and big blind come along as well. And the flop brings us ace-7-8 rainbow. So we flop top pair along with some backdoor straight draws. Checks to me, and I decide to bet $15 here. Now the small blind has some news for us. He check raises me to $45. Interesting spot, and I think he can be doing this with some worse hands than me, possibly a weaker ace. However, when the big blind makes the call, all of a sudden alarm bells start ringing off in my head. I don't think my ace-9 is good, so I let it go. The small blind flopped 2 pair with 7-8, and the big blind had ace-10 offsuit. They get it all in, and the 2 pair holds. Glad to get away from this one pretty cheaply.
You knew we had it in the last one on aces in the hijack with 350. There's an earlier position raised to $15. I bump it up to $50 in the hijack, and he makes the call. We're going heads up to a flop, which comes 5-10-5. I down bet for $25, and he makes the call. The turn is a jack. Based on how hesitant he was to call the flop, I actually am hoping for him to get there, so I check back the turn. Off to the river, which is a queen. If I win this pot, I'm in the black. I decide to bet very small, $35. This is my Uber money home. He makes the call. Thank you for the charitable donation, sir. I flip over aces. We are good, and we are in the black for this episode. Figure out exactly how much right now.
In for 400, out for 500. Good session. Let's go.
Just wrapped up our session here at TCH. In for 400, out for 755.
In for 500, out for $545.
Subscribe,
Like,
comment.
peace.